So one of the things you can do with Guardian Perseverance is leather. So it's not just fine fabrics and area rugs and stone and grout. It works really good with leather. I tried it on my son's boots and it worked well. And so what we're going to do is I took the right boot out of 3 different leather boots, an old pair and 2 new pair, and I'm going to spray these right now. It'll take a day or so for them to dry and cure, and then we'll put it beside the mate to show you that it didn't darken or discolor the leather. It will darken while it's wet because it soaks in pretty aggressively. The other thing you need to be aware of with solvent-based products, you want to use gloves, and solvent-based products are flammable. So let's spray this on here. See, that gets dark, and you go off the bat, you go, oh my gosh, I just ruined my boot. But that's just not the case. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a coat on it, and then we're going to go back and we're going to put another coat on it just to make sure that we got them real good. Now these boots are just, these are just going to suck it in because these are years old. They've really been abused and worn, these Wolverine boots. So you can just see that that's just pulling that in almost instantly because they're so dry. So I'm going to go back and just put another coat on this, and they look very wet. And what we're going to do too is once the car is finished being striped, we're going to do a M car from BMW, and we're going to do a green Guardian on the inside of that and the trunk, and we're going to use the solvent-based on the floor mats in that car because they take the most abuse. So again, you don't want to use solvent-based without gloves, and it just pulls that right in there. And you don't want to use it near any open flame. So we'll let this dry out. We'll show you what the mate looks like, and we'll show you how the water just rolls right off of this. There's no silicone in this. This is nanotechnology, odorless. It's a premium product. So we'll show you the results on the next clip. Thanks for watching. Okay, so now that these have been sprayed and cured, or the ones on the left have been sprayed and cured, you can see if you bring a close-up here, there's no difference in the appearance. So even when I sprayed it got really dark and went, oh my gosh, I ruined my boot, it's back to completely the same as it was. My old boot is slightly darker, maybe it pulled a little pigments out. But so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a little water, and since it's a hard surface, it's gonna run off, but the difference is it's going to sink into the one that you're gonna get a dark spot there. So it wet into the leather, whereas, well, there was a dark spot there already, but that comes right off. So if we do Lisa's boot, again, we'll get a little bit of a dark spot as that sits there, and on the treated one, we won't get a dark spot. So if I push on that, and I push on this leaves behind a darker area where this one comes off, and it's completely sealed, protected. We'll do that on this one too. Let that sit there a second. Kind of wants to run off just because, there we go. And we'll do that there. So we'll let that sit, and you can see this is starting to look darker because it's soaking into the leather, and this one isn't. So we'll pull this, start to pull this off. And that just completely, everything just comes completely off of that. And it's like it was never wet. We did this chair also. And you'll see how well this beads up. And it just sits there. And if I want to tilt the chair, that'll just run off. Now there's moisture on it, so if we go to absorb that, again, there won't be a dark spot when we're done pulling it out. Get a paper towel that's not wet. and that transfers. So the less moisture that can get into the fiber, the less chance of staining there is, and it helps with cleaning as well. So one of the things we're going to be doing in a future video is we're going to be putting the Guardian Perseverance and Green Guardian on a new convertible M car. Chelsea from Chelsea's Detailing is going to come up. We're going to do that together. And then we're also going to be working on a conditioner for leather, and we're going to show you in another video how you can use Nanomax to repair mild pigment damage and scratches on leather. So you guys have a great day, and we'll see you soon.